And good morning, everyone, and welcome to another week of Coffee with Wes. My name is Wes. I serve as the pastor of the First Baptist Church of Cutler. This is the coffee in my thermal cup this morning. We are in Cutler, Illinois today, and we had a big fall festival last night. We had lots of folks, lots of food, lots of fun. It was all good. I had posted, if you're following on Facebook, I posted some pictures from our time together last night. I encourage you to go and take a look at it. Anyway, I'm glad to be here, glad to be in Cutler this morning. We spent the night, and I just got to say, it is a little bit cooler in Cutler and Percy area than it is down in the Carterville area. So, but it's okay. We're good. And it's a great morning. Running a little bit slow this morning, but we're getting ready to hit on all cylinders. We're just getting started. Okay, so we got a lot to cover this morning in a small amount of time. So I want to get right to it. So let me ask the question, are you a planner or do you fly by the seat of your pants? Think about that. Either way, we know that life doesn't always go as we expect it to go. And we're oftentimes interrupted, right? How many times you get started on something, someone or something interrupts you. Remember the saying, the best laid plans of mice and men, and the rest of that quote goes, often go awry. And that's true. We make plans, we get interrupted, they change situations, all that sort of stuff takes place. In fact, interruptions are a normal part of life. And how we respond to those interruptions can make all the difference. So this week we're going to begin a 6-week discussion on different kinds of interruptions. And hopefully we will learn how to keep a positive attitude, a positive Christ-like attitude when they come our way. That's a big task, but we're going to try and tackle it today. In Hebrews chapter 11, verses 8 through 19, and we're going to kind of camp here in this passage this week. Here we see how God interrupted the lives of Abraham and Sarah. And he called Abraham to leave everything familiar and to journey to a place that the Lord wasn't going to tell him, an unknown place, an unknown land. And God promised that Abraham and Sarah would have a child, and the couple, because of their age, they knew that it was impossible. The Lord tested their faith and fixed their hope in something far greater. This is key. Far greater than what they could see or even comprehend. So this story is a reminder to all of us that when God interrupts, God's not trying to disrupt our lives. What he's trying to do is to direct our lives toward his, and I'm going to use this term, toward his greater purpose. Because you might have a good purpose for your life. Your purpose might be great. It might be wonderful. It might make sense. It might be rational. But I'm going to tell you, God's purpose for your life is greater than that. Big idea this morning. God's interruptions are not accidents. They are invitations to trust him. Hebrews 11 verse 8. Let me read that this morning. It was by faith, the writer says, that Abraham obeyed when God called him to leave home and go to another land that God would give him as his inheritance. He went without knowing where he was going. So a little background here real quick. Abraham's story begins with this divine interruption. He was living comfortably in his homeland, and God called him to pack up and leave everything that was familiar to him. And back in the day, you just didn't do that. You just didn't leave your homeland, where your ancestors were. Abraham didn't receive a detailed map to know where he was going, just a command and a promise. And his obedience marked the beginning of a journey of faith that would impact generations even today. So, what do we do with this? You see, God may interrupt your plans with his call. And it may be a call to leave everything and go, or it may be just a simple call. But he's going to interrupt your plans. And like Abraham, that call that God gives you may not come with all the answers, but it'll come with a promise that God gives. Following God often means that what we need to do is to step into the unknown and trust God just like Abraham did. Man, that's so difficult. So that's the challenge, right? Think about where God might be calling you to take a step of faith, even without full clarity. Just telling you, take this one step, but I want to see 5 or 6 steps. Write down an area of your life where you have this sense that God is nudging you forward. And then pray for the courage to obey. Okay, before we go, let's remember this. When God interrupts, it's not to disrupt your life. Instead, it's to direct your life towards something even greater. And this is our prayer for today. Lord, help me to listen to you when you call. And Lord, give me the faith to follow you, even when I don't have all the answers. That's a good prayer, a prayer that we all should pray. Folks, you have a great Monday. It's a start of a brand new week. Man, this is a busy week for me. I know it's a busy week for a lot of folks. Let's get a sip of coffee in, and let's go ahead and get started. Bye for now.